Hi, I'm Roy, and today I want to talk to you about copywriting royalties. Specifically, should you ever take a royalty deal where a client offers you like a percentage of profits versus should you take a percentage of revenue, or how should you structure your royalty arrangements such that they're win, 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 like winning for you, winning for the clients, winning for the clients' clients who are actually able to benefit from the offer when you write the best possible copy. Now, there's a lot of pitfalls around royalties. There's a lot of potential missteps you can make, and there's also a lot of opportunity. In fact, in my copywriting career, since I went full-time freelance in 2010, a significant portion of my income, and I've consistently made six figures a year plus. A significant portion of my income has come from royalties. In fact, today I actually get notifications from the post office about what envelopes are going to be showing up in the mail, and I know that one of the envelopes that's showing up in my mailbox today is a royalty check. And so my vision for you, if you can do this right, is that you're going to be in situations like that where you're consistently getting paid, whether it's deposits or money transfers or checks showing up in the mail or whatever, you're consistently getting paid a percentage of the success that you generate for clients. So this actually came out of a reader question, and I want to read it to you. Hi, Roy. You talk about getting royalties as a copywriter. Which royalty option is better, taking a percentage of sales or taking a percentage of profit? Here's why. I have this prospect, and he's willing to pay me 15% of the profit that the copy I write for them pulls in. Thanks for your time. Okay. Awesome. It's great that you're negotiating that, but I want to say that a percentage of profit deal has a lot of potential pitfalls. Now, one, there's a story that I actually heard from Dan Kennedy around this, and I don't know if it's a story. Basically, when Hollywood makes a movie, they create this holding company, and they create this holding company that is like, if they're making, Thriller the movie, they create this holding company that's like Thriller the movie LLC, and the goal of the holding company is actually to make zero profits. It's to basically break even. That holding company is not successful if it makes any profits. Instead, that holding company is set up as a pass-through entity so that money can go through the holding company to the director, to the producers, to the executive producers, to the actors, to whatever. And if an actor were a bit naive about how this was set up, somebody could easily offer them a percentage of profits deal based on the profits made from the holding company of, Thriller the movie LLC, right? But if this company is designed not to make any profits, you're going to be in a terrible situation as that actor, because you're going to put in, all your effort, all your work, all your time, all your whatever. And the fact that you are that you're getting paid on profits in a company that's designed not to have any profits, well, you're not going to get anything out of it if they do their accounting right. So I'm not saying that that's what this client's trying to pull here, but it's very easy to end up in a situation like that. And frankly, the better the marketer, if you are doing acquisition style marketing, meaning you're writing marketing advertising that's designed to go out and bring a new customer in the door, the better the marketer, the less profit your campaign should generate. What do I mean by that? Well, a good marketer will often try to break even on customer acquisition, or actually sometimes go negative for an extended period of time in order to be able to go to the widest media. So, for example, I'm thinking of one particular company that I've worked with that actually has the goal. They acquire a bunch of customers, and then they actually make their money on the back end in affiliate and joint venture arrangements. And so if you're writing a front end acquisition piece for them, well, they're going to maximize their customers, the maximum number of customers coming through the door, by actually not making any profit. They can spend more on media that's less profitable, so that the total volume of customers coming in is maximized. And because they understand customer lifetime value, they understand upsells, they understand how to put additional offers in front of those people, they're going to still be making money, because they're going to make money on sale number 2, sale number 3, sale number 4, and so on. And so if you have control over all of that and you're getting paid a percentage of profit on all of that, or you're working with a business, Jay Abraham actually used to go into businesses and say, hey, I would like to spend my own money marketing on your behalf and selling to your customer base and providing them an offer that we agree on. And what I would like to do, this marketing that I'm going to do for you is going to generate a certain amount of profits that you wouldn't have had otherwise. And I will let you keep 75 cents on the dollar of all of those profits. And I will take 25% in exchange for me actually doing all this work and investing in the marketing itself. And he was wildly successful on these profit deals, but that's because he controlled so many aspects and he was actually going to the business's current client base. So he had this structure where a percentage of profit made sense. In a lot of cases with a sophisticated marketer, the volume of revenue that they're going to generate is completely independent of what the profit is going to be on an acquisition campaign. And so it can be really dangerous to get into that. Now, for a much less sophisticated marketer who thinks that they have to make a profit on the first sale, well, you're going to be limited in a completely different way because they're going to spend less on the media. They're going to get less distribution for a successful advertisement. There's going to be a lot of other things that don't line up there. So percentage of profit deals are very seldom the right solution. So what is the right solution? Well, pretty much every single one of my royalty deals has been a percentage of net revenue. And that is sales minus, it's sales minus refunds. So if the company makes, just round numbers, 100,000 in sales and they have 5,000 in refunds, I'm going to get a percentage of the 95,000 that is the net, right? And that typically starts with $1 for me. Now I actually have a different structure where I'm actually getting paid a fee plus royalties that begin on the first dollar of the sale, because there's a lot of things that are outside of my control. The client may be a terrible marketer. They may choose to never use the marketing. The market conditions may change dramatically. And they're assuming a certain level of risk with that. And a really good, sophisticated marketer is going to be very willing to assume a small level of risk in terms of the fee that they give me in exchange for the upside potential of the revenue. And I get paid a percentage. And a good marketer actually will figure out what their numbers are so that they understand like what percentage of revenue makes sense. So for example, I actually a while back, I worked with somebody who was selling a physical product, and it was a high-end physical product, an expensive multiple $1,000s physical product. And the cost of goods sold was fairly substantial for this. And so, I had talked to him, and in other situations we had done a percentage of revenue, and he said, right, like the percentage of revenue here just doesn't make sense. Like if I look at the normal percentage of revenue that I would pay you for a different campaign, it's really eating out a lot of my operating budget here. And I can't make it make sense from a math perspective. So I'm reasonable, right? And I'll talk to you about that, and I will problem solve with you. And so what we worked out was the best way to do it was to define a cost of goods sold on this product. And so in his case, like actually before he worked with me, his price was if I'm remembering right, it was like 50% over cost of goods sold. So if it cost him $2,000 to make the thing, he was selling it for $3,000. I actually worked with him so that we bumped the price up. So if it cost him $2,000 to make the thing, he was suddenly selling it for $5,000. So there was a lot more margin there. Plus we sold a lot more, but I didn't get paid on the full $5,000 revenue. I got paid on the $3,000, which was the margin over cost of goods sold. And yeah, I'm happy to work with you on those conditions. Like, I'm saying that and as you as a copywriter or as you as a client, like feel free to have those conversations and find what works best. Or perhaps it's other performance benchmarks. Like I know somebody who works with funnels, and he'll go in and he'll, rather than defining, okay, you're going to have to pay me this amount over this period of time, he'll set benchmarks at a percentage conversion on the different steps of the funnel. So if I'm able to take your front end that's currently converting at 3% and I'm able to bump it up to 4%, well, I get a bonus payment of that much. Or I'm able to bump it up to 5%, I get a bonus payment of this much. Because that significantly shifts the client economics, but also it doesn't create a tracking issue, right? So some clients are just going to deal with a tracking issue where they're dealing with like, oh, I don't want to be tracking on a monthly or quarterly basis, like what this is, what obligations I'm creating. I would much rather say, well, if this campaign hits 1,000, new customers a day, or if this campaign hits $500,000 in revenue, or for every $500,000 in revenue that this campaign hits, I will give you a bonus payment for X amount. And you're going to want to figure that out based on, looking at things like percentage of margin over cost of goods sold to figure out what's fair, or percentage of revenue. But it may be much more palatable. And that's just other ways to look at pay for performance. So I actually have an entire course that goes through the thinking on this. I'll make sure to include a link in the description. It's called Copywriting Royalties and Pay for Performance. And it includes things like the one thing that must be true before you propose a pay for performance arrangement. If you're going the traditional route, types of royalties arrangements, alternative pay for performance arrangements, how to sell prospective clients on these performance payments, how to track pay for performance arrangements, still the best ways to get paid for performance, and other items like that. Jake said it's straight and to the point. Best course I've taken on the subject by leaps and bounds. You never disappoint. Great job, Roy. Frankly, when I put this together, I don't think that there was a more comprehensive course on the actual understanding of copywriting royalties, pay for performance, and how to structure those deals and how to negotiate the deals. The one thing I never get into is contracts, right? Because contracts vary so much. And in fact, with a lot of my clients, because they're very well-established businesses, their contracts are coming from their lawyers. But in absence of that, my aim is always to just very clearly lay out in plain English language, here is the agreement that we're making, here are the conditions of the agreement. And that's, you're not going to find that in the training, and you'll probably never see a sample contract from me because I'm not a lawyer. But in terms of understanding the details and the principles of these arrangements, if you understand that, then it doesn't matter who writes the contract. If you're able to make sure that the agreement matches that, then you're going to be in great shape. And even I have some great advice in there about the types of clients that you might choose to do royalties arrangements with, plus the ones that you want to avoid. Make sure you click the link in the description and check out that Copywriting Royalties course. You can like this video if you like it. You can comment on it if you have further questions, or if you feel like you've gotten a lot of value. Share it with other copywriters or marketers in your universe that might get value out of it. And be sure to subscribe. You can subscribe here. You can also go to breakthroughmarketingsecrets.com. Monday through Friday, I put out a new issue every day by email, where I break down some topic relevant to copywriting, marketing, selling, business building, personal development, success, and more. And that's at breakthroughmarketingsecrets.com. The link is also in the description. And actually, you can get access to all my training for just $97 if you click the links in the description to my training. So with that, I'm Roy Furr. This has been a video issue of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. I'm on a mission to help as many value-oriented, leadership-directed entrepreneurs live happier, healthier, more prosperous, and impactful lives. And I would love to have you join me here, join me at Breakthrough Marketing Secrets, and join me through my training library. And I look forward to talking to you again in our next video issue. I'll see you soon. Bye.